Alrighty YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that has literally the entire community jumping. Because they're so confused right now. A lot of people are so confused, and they're confused on what's happening, right? If you guys don't know, within, I want to say, literally the last 2 months, Nikke has shown 3 pilgrims that, well, really 2 of them out of the 3 are arguable for like the anniversary unit, but they have shown 3 pilgrims and not have done anything with them or said anything with them. So we're going to be talking about all of them and what character will be most likely coming to the anniversary and why. So make sure you guys subscribe. We're so close to freaking 6,000 subscribers. We're literally like 120 or 110 away. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe. So obviously, if you guys have been doing the Modernia story, you guys would have already known what's coming around. But like I want to say maybe a month ago or 2 months ago, in the story they actually introduced Red Hood. Now obviously because of that, a lot of people are speculating that the anniversary character is Red Hood. Of course we don't know who the anniversary character is, but we do know the anniversary character is the Pilgrim. Right? How do we know that? I don't really want to say we just know, but we know, right? It's a pilgrim. It just, I don't even want to say it just makes sense, right? Like I don't have anything to like, I guess, exactly answer how do we know, but we just know type, you know what I mean? It's like we don't know, but we know. We do not know, but we know, right? So Red Hood is obviously a pilgrim. We do know that for a fact. And then also they've introduced more pilgrims, right? For the masked event, they introduced Chime, and we're actually going to see Chime here in the story. If we go here and then we go to the, I believe the last one, right? But if we skip a bit, you're going to notice Modernia is going to pop up here. Let me just skip all this real quick. And then obviously the person that comes here with Modernia is Chime. Now they've already changed Chime's design. This is actually an old design of Chime. Let me see if I can find her a new design. So right here is her new design, right? This character right here is Chime, and this is clearly a different design from here, right? I guess she still has the same shirt on and everything. Oh, is it the same design? Am I tripping? It looks new though. Am I tripping? Let me double check. Actually, I think it might be the same design. I didn't notice the jacket before, but I see the jacket back there now. I think that's the same design. That's the jacket right there that she's wearing. Yeah, no, never mind. I thought they changed the design. Never mind. It's the same design. It's the same design. But yeah, obviously Chime is a character they introduced a while back. Still haven't gotten anything, and she is also a pilgrim. And then obviously, if you keep going a bit more through the story, you're going to get finally, for the first time ever in Nikke, be introduced to a character named Crown. Now this is obviously, probably besides Red Hood, probably the next most hyped pilgrim. Liberalio's there of course as well, but literally right beside Red Hood probably is Crown. And it makes me wonder, will they do a double banner 4th anniversary of Red Hood and Crown? It's definitely possible, but I don't think so. Because it's not out of the question for them to do double banners, clearly, right? They could do definitely a part 1 and a part 2 to the anniversary, and they can both be Crown and Red Hood. I think that would make them a lot of money, obviously, rather than having to wait. Because remember, pilgrims don't come out like that. We've only had 2 summonable pilgrims so far, and one was for the half anniversary, which makes sense, and one was for New Year's, which would make sense, right? So after the anniversary, I want to say we literally will only get 3 summonable pilgrims a year, right? Anniversary, half anniversary, and most likely New Year's only, right? Those are really the only times we're probably going to see pilgrims in this game. But obviously, again, Crown is no joke, right? This is definitely a character a lot of people want. Now, what character makes the most sense for obviously the anniversary? Now, if we go on past events, I still think obviously the best option is, or the most like the option that makes the most sense is Red Hood, right? Because obviously in the story, Crown is introduced in an event, but I feel like based on how they've already done all the pilgrims in the game, how they've released them, they all get introduced in the main story first before dropping, right? And that's why I think Crown and Chime are not characters who are going to be coming during the anniversary. It's definitely not out of the question for them to happen during the anniversary as well. Really not Chime, but I think Crown, it's really not out of the question. But I do think Red Hood, because she will be introduced in the story. I mean, she's already introduced in the story. This really makes the most sense for an anniversary. You also got to remember, Nikke's main brand is Rappy, so it makes the most sense that their 1 year anniversary is, you know, Red Hood, who is Rappy, right? I mean, that's what I think, at least. You guys definitely let me know what you think, of course, in the comments down below, who you think it's going to be. But it really doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't make sense for it to be Crown, but I feel like because, like, they just introduced her, and you realize after this, the, you know, Nier collab, there's only going to be two events, and then the anniversary. So after the Nier collab, we're going to probably get a banner, then another banner, and then the live stream will be happening sometime within that second banner, probably at the start of it, or even before that second banner. The live stream will be happening sometime in October, and then it's like we have the anniversary. So it's really, I don't know if there's enough time for them to put Crown in. I guess technically they could just slap her in as the anniversary character. But I think what would make a lot of people happy is if they did a Crown and a Red Hood banner. I think honestly that would make the most sense. Like a red and white type banner would be cool. But I think a lot of people will also be mad about that because remember, they dropped limiteds, 6 limiteds basically back to back. Right, not to mention 2 of them were actually decent, right? I mean, Anise was pretty broken. The Mary was pretty good as a healer, and then obviously now with the Nier collab, you're guaranteed gonna summon for the Nier collab because they're collaboration characters, right? We do know reruns are going to happen though for a fact because in the survey, they did say how limiteds are going to work from now on. Well, like actual limiteds, not collab limiteds, but actual limiteds. They said that it's going to basically work in one of the ways we voted, which is either the actual banner reruns and then they get the golden ticket again, or, you know, all that stuff. So maybe from now on, it's really smart for you guys to start saving. And if you guys honestly probably skip limited characters if they are bad. Right, if we get like a blue neon type character again, that's probably somebody you should skip because we have now some type of confirmation that reruns will be happening. They're just trying to figure out the best way to do it, and by asking us the best way to do it. So I'm glad that they introduced they introduced Crown. She looks fantastic, right? Obviously, these are the swords behind her. She looks like she would be one of the best characters in the game, right? These two look like 1 and 2 of the best characters in the game. Honestly, designs say a lot, and for someone like Crown, she looks fantastic. Chime just looks like Chime at the end of the day, right? But these two definitely are sight for sore eyes, right? These two are definitely a sight for sore eyes. So I do think this is very nice that they've introduced these pilgrims. Finally, Crown, again, a fan favorite. But, you know, I don't really think she'll make the anniversary just because I feel like it's too soon for her. I feel like we should have Red Hood in the game before we get Crown. But that's just my opinion. You guys definitely let me know what you guys think. But this is definitely one of these 3 characters will be our anniversary character. Obviously, I do think it's between Crown and Red Hood, and I do think it will be Red Hood. But remember, these are all pilgrims. Chime is a pilgrim, Crown is a pilgrim, Red Hood is a pilgrim. So one of these 3 characters will guaranteed be our Annie unit. Unless they just drop the ball and drop a full-blown new pilgrim, like Liberalia, actually make her the anniversary. That'd be cool as well. But for as of right now, guaranteed one of these 3 are the anniversary units. So you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace.